Hi folks, this is Didier from Pikcio and this is our weekly update. It's Saturday here in Paris where I land this morning coming back from Bahrain, where I spent most of the last week or this week. So why was I in Bahrain? First of all, to finalize the registration of the company, and that's done. Now we have an official subsidiary in Bahrain, which will allow us to not just um, explore the market in Bahrain, in the kingdom, but also around the kingdom, where you will find Kuwait, the Emirates, Saudi, and many other countries. So it's a great opportunity for us to showcase our technology in various industries and trade, and more on that later on, of course. But now we are officially registered. Um, the other reason was that we hired a lot of people in Bahrain now under the leadership of Guilhem, who was already there. Now we have two engineers that will actually work with Fabien back in Montpellier, so for Pikcio services. Ronan and Killian, these are the two engineers, young engineers, great guys. I'm sure you'll hear about them pretty soon. Anyway, they landed Monday, and so that was their first week with Pikcio. Then we also had Isabel. Isabel will be corporate CFO. She lives in Bahrain. She has long experience in banking, in consulting, and everything regarding process and corporate intelligence. I have no secret for her, so she was graceful enough to now share her experience with Pikcio. That's a great addition to the team. Last but not least, Cyril. Cyril has more than 20 years of experience in credit cards, Amex, MasterCard, and I think he did also Visa. So he covered them all, and he's an expert in customer experience. He's going to be a great addition to the team for finding, improving your experience with the token sale wallet and many other wallets that we will keep developing. So again, he will be based in Bahrain as well. He's French Lebanese, and but he will be not just covering, of course, the Middle East market, but it's a more global input on the company. That's so that was the addition to the Pikcio family. Now we were also preparing with this team and the other little team we have in Dubai, the blockchain summits that will happen beginning of May in Dubai. So we have a booth there. Please come and visit us, and so you can know more about PikcioChain, and our project there in the Gulf. Also in the Gulf and the day after. So the summit is the second and the third. The third we will also be in Abu Dhabi with our partners Plug and Play. Plug and Play is opening another incubator in Abu Dhabi, which is actually connect with Bahrain, and they ask us to come and bear witness of the partnership you can develop with not just Plug and Play, but also the corporate partners. So that was the case with us, for us with BNP. So we're more than happy to go with do the opening of the new office there with Plug and Play. And that's going to give us also a base in the Emirates, as you can imagine. Then we were also continuing our meetings with the National Bank of Bahrain regarding the eKYC and some other project in the mobile banking that could use our wallets and be a distributed network on the PikcioChain. We also met with the Middle East branch of AXA, the big insurance company, and also with the CEO of BNP Paribas for the Middle East, mainly doing corporate finance and wealth management. As you know, we have a pilot starting with wealth management BNP in Geneva and Dubai, and so we will expand that with talking about expanding that with with Bahrain, and also all what we're doing in terms of KYB, which is know your business, not your know KYC, know your customer, but KYB, which is a little bit more complicated, but that's for corporate. So that was mainly the main topics we covered in Bahrain, where it was absolutely beautiful. Getting a little bit too warm, but just enough for me. But I can suspect that in a few weeks or a month, it's going to be brutally warm or hot. So I needed to do all of that before it becomes like that. Other things for on the schedule and agenda for Pikcio is tomorrow, the big meetup with Neil. We already have, I think, a little bit more than 160 people registered. That's a great event. We're very proud to be the host for Neil and have put that together. So there is a workshop starting at 2, and then the meetup will start at 3:30 to 5:30. And that's going to be great. We also will have, but that's next week on the 26th, we'll have the privilege to host again a meetup for Neo in Zurich this time, but more about that a bit later on. We're also launching a context for the AMA. You know, we have a weekly AMA. You already sent great questions, but we want to reward you. So we will reward 100 PKCs for the best question on a weekly basis. So please send us your question, and you might be rewarded by 100 PKC. And by the way, thank you for all your support and all the questions and the attention that you pay to us. I already mentioned next week for Zurich. I will be in there, but I also will be in Lausanne the day before to meet with professors at the EPFL. We are discussing linking our research lab with their lab, and so we can work on enhancing our technology. I'm also meeting with Samsung, head of the data lab at Samsung, which is in Switzerland. And then on Friday, we'll have a meeting in Lausanne with a company that wants to, and that would be the first one to use the PikcioChain. That's not surprising, but also for an ICO. And so they would be the first one to use the token sale wallet, and probably the PKC as a format for their own smart contract. So more about that, it's secret, so don't tell anybody, but it's going to be next Friday for me in Lausanne. So our next update, I'm going to have more to share with you. That's it for today. And again, thank you for your support and attention, and talk to you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.